last 2 weeks of rushing defense, what frustrated you against Louisville and what changed against Virginia Tech that you liked?
Yeah, kind of the main thing, obviously against Louisville, they had the big play reverse. I mean, that's a great call, that situation, and then just a couple of misfits. Guys ended up on the wrong side of the block, and allowed for a couple big play runs in that game. So, just and then going into this week, just the mindset, just getting those errors corrected, understanding the reason why those plays happened, and our guys put in great preparation through the week to get it corrected.
I guess, did it surprise you at all, or had you seen things festering throughout the season that led to kind of that type of performance against Louisville?
Yeah, I mean, just sometimes you just show up and have a bad day at the office. The big plays happen, heat of the moment. You end up on one side or the other on a block or give up a big play in the passing game or whatever, just lose focus in the moment. I don't think that had been building throughout the year, necessarily. But just have seen a lot of young guys learning through trial by error at times and in the heat of the battle. And, guys have been preparing the right way, doing things, and just have seen a lot of young guys get in trial by fire.
I guess how encouraging was it then to see the way that they responded? Did you see it early in the week in terms of it again? That it seemed like they had taken the lessons, or
yeah, definitely. I think you saw the toughness, the grit, the character of our guys on defense and in that locker room just to respond the right way. Great leadership from all our guys, and it was awesome to see them respond because don't let one loss lead to another, and they all responded the right way, and really cool to see them go up there and get their confidence back, play with a swagger and belief, and have really a good day on Saturday.
What was last week like for you and your assistants on defense? I mean, the head coach was, like you said, there was nothing right nothing that went right in the Louisville game, and it's hard to remember him ever saying that. So I'm just curious what last week was like for y'all. Yeah,
preparation-wise, honestly, we did the same thing that we did the week before. Our practice format didn't change, win, lose, or draw. We believe in our process here and what it takes to be successful at a high level. And so it was just right back to work. Here's the problems, here's the issues. Get down to business. Don't let the emotions affect you, and block out the outside noise, and got back to work on Monday night. Had a lot of great energy on Monday night's practice, and guys learn from their mistakes and put their best foot forward. So from a weekly standpoint, nothing changed.
To see Saban Brown go out there, what did you see from him on Saturday, and just how did you see him grow throughout the season?
Yeah, it's same thing you guys see, a guy flying around, being productive, who loves to play the game. He loves the process, loves football. I mean, just shows up every day with the right mindset. Seen a guy gain his confidence on a week-by-week basis. The game is starting to slow down for him. You can see early on, just processing things, got to see it, that sort of thing in real time, and getting those reps. And every week he's gotten better and better. And obviously the sky's the limit for him. But just it's a credit to who he is as a young man and his preparation habits and his love for the game of football.
I think Coach Sweeney said people don't really realize how far away from being ready to play he was when he first got here. What were some of the things he didn't quite grasp that were making it harder for him to?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably outside of quarterback, linebacker's probably maybe the hardest position on the field to play as a young player. Just a lot to process. It's credit to offenses over the last few years. You see more and more teams evolve into motion shifts, pre-snap, eye candy. Every week's a new game plan. Most of the time what you prepare for in a week isn't typically what you see in a game. And I feel like offensive football has evolved from that standpoint. But just learning everything, communication. I mean, the playbook's a whole new language in and of itself. Certain terms mean one thing, so just learning the verbiage, that's a huge milestone in itself. And then you got to get the call, get lined up, set the front as a linebacker, then get my stance, put my eyes on the right things. Then post snap, I got to process run pass in a split second. Then what's my run fit? Where's my help on this coverage? All right, this is a pressure on this one. Where's my run fit? Or whatever it is. A lot to process and learn from that standpoint. And things are happening fast, tempo team. Then you get into tempo teams, and the call comes in late. And now I gotta process. I gotta set the front, get lined up, and just a lot to learn. And he did an amazing job. Learning the playbook. He can tell you what it is, but then most guys just have to get those reps, see it in person. See the run game, and just see him getting better and better every week looking back since he got here in January.
You were down a couple defensive linemen against Virginia Tech. What'd you like from that group, and kind of talk about some of the shuffling and some of the guys who got some snaps and maybe more than they had in recent weeks, and kind of how that all fits
Yeah,
together?
I mean, just take what you got and use them in the best way that you possibly can, and just proud of the fight and the grit and the toughness that those guys displayed. It wasn't perfect, but they played with the right mindset and did a lot of really good things. Stefalin, Peyton Page, Trey, those guys responded, and I feel like our edge guys played really well. Jaheim, so forth and so on. Those guys getting better and better, and just proud of them, for stepping up their roles this week.
Back to Sammy, it seemed like previously his role was dependent on whether the offense went big, sort of personnel, situational stuff. How much of the task now, given how advanced he's become, is like finding a way to get him on the field regardless?
Yeah, I think most definitely. I think that goes kind of what we want to do defensively, this week or whatever, whether that's play base, play nickel, play, 3-3-5 stuff, and just finding different ways to get our best people on the field. And definitely want to get your playmakers involved in certain ways and stuff. So we'll see how all that unfolds this week.
Were you more aggressive this past Saturday than you had been? And if so, how much do you think that sort of facilitated the performance?
I mean, I'd have to go back and look at the percentages. I know coming out I wasn't, because they started the game in those empty sets and stuff, but that was kind of my mindset, just stay aggressive, set the tone. I can control that sometimes, running guys into pressure, pressures and that sort of thing, but I feel like I called the game as if I do every week.
Any questions for Coach virtually? Anybody else in the room?
I got one more. Desmond Reed, he's got to be the biggest challenge to your defense, really, since you've been coordinator as far as a running back coming out of the backfield.
Most definitely.
428 receiving yards.
So, huge challenge, obviously. He's got elite speed, great long speed, can hit the home run, both run and pass, and they do a great job getting him involved in the passing game. So, huge challenge there. We got to get our hands on him, bottle him up, make him start and restart his feet. And but he's definitely a dangerous guy that we're focused on eliminating this week.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Cool. Thank you.